Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's the Dominican Republic going up against Minnesota. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Garrett Crochet. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
On the outside corner, got him looking. And here is Ellie De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. Crochet, he isn't really known as the starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Out number 2.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Jurickson Profar at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here at Coors Field, today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. What do you got on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
And now the center fielder, Walker Jenkins. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next offering is fouled back. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. And now batting, Mike Trout.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
0-2.
Now an 0-2 from Fried. And that one moves his feet. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty.
Andar dia nyanyi.
Good job to fight that one off. On a line out towards center. Base hit.
Showed
a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
In the dirt. that one down the
Pero
line.
benditas,
And
no,
foul
no le dan
ball.
tanto.
2 outs. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fried out of the stretch fires. And Fried gets his second strikeout of the game. Back here in Denver, second inning set to go. And now the DH, David Ortiz. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And that one off the outside edge. And he hits a ground ball right side. Ortiz takes it to the bag and quickly one away in the second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Diablo, estoy
That one found
atrasado.
hard the other way. He goes down looking.
Oh,
And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Max Fried will go to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one hammered center field. Rodriguez racing after it. And there's one down. And here is Mike Napoli. Swinging a foul out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And now the count is even. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
The lefty to 1-0. That one hooked foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls.
In the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Full count.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play. What a. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Jason Dominguez will hit next.
Jason Dominguez.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
wow.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. At the plate, Craig Biggio. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives and it gets by. Now he'll turn for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here.
3. And he got him. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Fastball is outside. Ortiz measures 6 feet 4 inches. 40 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Ripped to first, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Bobby Grish now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Popped up. Adames makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So the lineup flips over. Here's Kutch to the dig. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it out any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
It gets down, base hit. Duran quickly gets it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Here's Trout. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. And fouled off. And now the lefty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Biggio collects, fires to first. Back here at Coors Field, leading off, Ellie De La Cruz. Little chopper rolls foul.
Sayang na kami yan.
On the ground to third. Meyer to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Profar gets a piece there. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Jenkins pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Foul ball down the right side. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Swings and misses. Back here in Denver, now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. That one to first, and it goes just foul. Next
I got
pitch
one ball,
misses
one strike.
way outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. And it's off the wall. Around first, digging for two. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. Now the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. And there's a foul ball. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And it's strike two.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over.
Gagne però lì della Cruz, Dios
He's
mío.
in safely, and now there's a runner at first. And here's Corey Seager to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up. And a foul ball. 2 outs. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And we're back. Digging in. Tommy Edman. Crochet back to work. That one fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Stays alive.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Willie Adames stands in.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. And they get Adames for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now, Don Baylor.
Cordova.
And that one fouled off. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
0-2 is the count.
And
One
that
ball,
skips into
2
there.
strikes.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He was late there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball,
Base
2
is
strikes.
empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch to McCutcheon. Left field. Durant settles underneath it. Snags it for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That is the inning.
¿Qué tiene?
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in, Craig Biggio. In the air, left field.
Mierda, loco, pero.
Trout calls it in, and there's one away. Now batting Jaron Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to.
Runner takes off in the air, left side. He's under it. And there's 2 down. Here's Profar now. Move to first. And he dives back in safely. Profar measures 6 feet even, 185 pounds, and he's a native of Curacao. On the ground, out to short. They get the force out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Mike Trout.
Now pitching, Hobie Milner.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Here's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2. Headed towards the corner. And there's 1 down. And the batter now, Marcelo Meyer.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swings over the top of that one.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double.
Trout on the move.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Trout into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. Swings through the sweeper.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
They get the tag on him.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Napoli. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
1-1.
In the dirt, blocked. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That ball's carrying. And that one's gone into the bleachers. That's worth the price of admission. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Durant makes the grab, and that's the back here at Coors Field. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Dylan Cruz. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Trout on his horse. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Swings here and blasts one left field. Trout takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Seager fires over to first, and they get it. Back here in
Maldita
Denver,
vaina con
set for
esta
the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Don Baylor.
0-1.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now one
That's a
miss.
ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Dominguez drops into the glove, and there's 1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. First pitch, and he just misses. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Hey. 1 ball,
Kaya
2
ko po
strikes.
sa yung kaya.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's McCutcheon. 1 for 3. To third. The throw to first. Inning over. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Diable, loco.
McCutcheon running hard to get it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
One down, base is empty. Ground ball, left side. Meyer to first, and they got him. Craig Biggio, the next to hit.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And the first offering is not close.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Safe at second. So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's going to be Jarren Duran. And that one fouled off.
Now pitching. Mark Davis.
Pinch
Now
hitter
coming
coming on,
hit.
Jake Berger. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And there's a base hit to right field. Runner from second crosses the plate. Now the tag at second, and he's out. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Walker Jenkins. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Trout now at the plate.
Now pitching. Aroldis Chapman.
And there's a strike. Chapman, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff. Racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. No advance, good job behind the dish. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. On the ground to first, Profar. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you
swings to first, and the all set to start the 9th in this one. Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. Fought off foul. And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2. swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman jerks in Profar. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Miller.
That one at triple digits.
Well, come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
That's down and in.
1-1.
And that's outside.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And the tying run is on base. One down, runner at first. Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So now a pinch hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Runner on first with one down. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swinging a foul out of play.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball
that
two.
Was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tagging for first. Now he changes his mind and heads back to first without a throw. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss.
Base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Miller is just one strike away. So the tying run at second.
No. Este juego y yo no estamos compaginando, ¿no? Maldita sal tengo yo. Coño, que no inventa nada bueno.